good domestic British fight. Not going to say world fight.
Well, they're both on the WBO ranking, innit?
Something might happen in the first 2 rounds that will shock us.
Ring at Billam-Smith is number 2. Riakporhe is number 5.
I think Riakporhe is a better boxer now than when he was.
I think he's just that little bit better in all the aspects.
You're going for points, aren't you?
Riakporhe KO in round 6.
He's crazy, the stuff he does in the ring.
Welcome back to BoxCast. Today we're going to be reviewing the upcoming WBO World Cruiserweight title fight between Chris Billam-Smith, I couldn't even say his name, and Richard Riakporhe, which is going to take place in Selhurst Park in London on June the 15th. Shall I start with the tail of the tape? Okay, let's go. So... Chris Billam-Smith is age 33. He's had 20 fights, 19 wins, 1 loss, I think. He's had 13 by KO, so 68% KO percentage. He's 6'3", 191 centimeters tall, and he's got a reach of 75.2 inches, which is 191 centimeters, so it's the same on both. The weight is 119. It's 200 pounds, and it was 199 pounds, 90.3 kilos, and he's got an orthodox stance. Richard Riakporhe has got a 17-0-0 record, so 17 fights, 17 wins, 13 by KO, so 76%, and he's age 34. He's a little bit taller, and he's 6'5", 196 centimeters tall, and he's got a little bit longer reach. He's 77.2 inches, 196 centimeters. And he's usually around there as well, about 198, I think, in the last fight. He's orthodox stance as well. And I think this is the second fight before him, so Billam-Smith's only loss is against Riakporhe.
Yeah, split decision back in 2019.
Yeah. And it's Cruiserweight, as I've said, and it's for the world title, Billam-Smith's world title. What are your thoughts on this, Simon?
Oof.
Can I give you one thing, Joe? I've just picked up, this is the box rec rankings. Number 1 is Gilberto Ramirez. Number 2 is Chris Billam-Smith. Number 3 is Jai Apataya. Number 4 is Richard Riakporhe.
Yeah. Well, don't forget the rankings for the different
and Breeders
belts.
Is number 9. Yeah, okay.
It's like a points thing, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, anyway.
What ranks number Apataya?
Number 3.
And that's with the WBA?
No, it's just the box rec.
Right, okay. And this is for the WBA World Cruiser title, innit?
Yeah. I'll get the other I can get the other rankings in it.
See, now that is a good domestic British fight. Not going to say world fight. Because it's a British fight. Riakporhe is going to be confident in this, having beaten Billam-Smith before. Billam-Smith should be confident, world champion, although I just wasn't impressed with him in his last fight against Masterneck. He did really well against Lawrence Okoli. Okoli he's a difficult fighter to fight against, but Chris Billam-Smith did really well against him. Had a good game plan, but this is a different kettle of fish. Riakporhe's really going to fancy this, I think. It's on Sky Sports, this, isn't it? It's a boxer event. Whoever wins this, I think there could be a big offer from Matchroom to fight Apataya.
Well, they're all close around that bit, in it, but yeah, I think they could easily be made.
Boxers seem to have a massive issue with not letting their fighters fight. Matchroom fighters. I did. It's a tough one to call, this fight. I'm a bit sat on the fence with it.
It's very close, isn't it? So do you think Billam-Smith can get his revenge?
No. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Going on his last performance, like I say, yeah, he beat Masterneck. I think Masterneck had a rib injury. I just wasn't impressed by Billam-Smith in it. I really wasn't.
It was really close up to that point, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then the guy's injured.
I thought winning a world title might give Chris Billam-Smith that. You get that air about you, don't you? You get a bit more, right, I'm the man. And I just don't, it just didn't come across for me. So I think Riakporhe is going to do it. I think
Riakporhe is a slightly better boxer as well. It's a better fighter.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Look, Chris, he can bang. I mean, any cruiserweight can bang, can't he? You know.
You'd expect to be able to. They both got decent percentages. Obviously, Riakporhe is a little bit better.
I mean, and it was 5 years ago that they fought. Looks like Chris Billam-Smith's, you know, he's fought a few more people since then. But I just... I think, and this is going to sound really disrespectful, if you're any other cruiserweight in the top 10, you'd fancy your chances against either of these two to win the world title.
Yeah.
I think they're both coming to their end of their careers, what, they 33, 34, both of them.
Well, they both won the WBO ranking in it. So Billam-Smith is number 1, is obviously the champion, and Riakporhe is the number 1 contender.
Yeah. I just...
But there's not a huge great names on that list. You know, if you go to the IBF, is obviously Opatide and Breedis and co. Have been, because one was a champion, one is thingy.
Tell you what, Breedis had well fancied.
They're not rated. Breedis is number 3 rated, and this must be a little bit out of date because Opatide's 4th rated.
Breedis had fancied his chances. I'd give Breedis
I would. Breedis on that performance against Opatide. Obviously, even with the age, I think he beats both of them.
He knocks them both out on the same night.
Yeah. Yeah, one after each other. Yeah, I would be with that.
Yeah,
obviously Opatide beat him, so I think we're both saying Opatide is our man in this division, isn't it?
Oh, Opatide would be relishing it, one of these two. But like I say, boxer, they're weird. When it comes to, like I say, there's been so many like purse bid fights that they've pulled out of when he had with Matchroom. It's crazy. But I can't really see past the Richard Riakporhe win. I just think he's got Chris Billam-Smith's number. I mean, the last fight they had them years ago, it was a bit close. I think Chris Billam-Smith was counted in the 7th, wasn't he? I just think Riakporhe's a little bit cuter.
Yeah.
I think Riakporhe's a better boxer now than when he beat Chris Billam-Smith. And I don't think Chris Billam-Smith's a better
I would be the same thing.
Boxer. I know that sounds crazy because he's won the world title, but I don't think he's progressed.
I don't think he's progressed as much, and I think he's probably got a bit more.
He's reached his level, and that's the best. Don't get me wrong, his performance against Lawrence Okoli was great, but
yeah, when he won the belt,
he went in there loads of confidence, but against Masterneck, he just looked a bit flat. Whether this will a fight against Riakporhe bring that spark back, that's what it looked like. It was missing a bit of spark against Masterneck.
You would expect he would have that to get his to avenge his loss. I just think Riakporhe's got a bit more. I think he's just that little bit better in all the aspects.
I do.
I think he'll take the belt.
Yeah.
And I think he's probably improved that little bit more because he's sort of clean sweeped everybody's face. It's just knockout. Well,
And I think this is Riakporhe.
And fairly quickly.
Yeah, this is
right. Not the huge opposition, but there's some good opposition there.
This Riakporhe's last chance.
Yeah,
he's got to take it.
Well, I'm not sure. Like you said, they beat the other people in the division, so I think this is the chance to get a belt, and then it puts them in that conversation. You can have some good paydays. Yeah. And
because tell you what,
you've got like upper tires, and
if they don't get the upper tire fight, sorry, they're not going to go chasing upper tire. Guarantee.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't go chasing upper tire.
But if someone like you say, Bradis will be thinking, do you know what?
I can get this belt.
I'd fancy.
I think they'd avoid him as well. To be fair, I'd fancy him.
Yeah, but
if
you're Bradis, you'd be going. Tell you what, I could get another mega payday here.
Yeah.
I'll fight one of them too, and then I've got another fight in Saudi against Opataya for 2 belts.
Yeah.
Bish, bash, bosh.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, I'd be with you. I think Bradis beats either of them. I think he's just too tough. Yeah. The old lion is too tough and thingy to take.
But then there's some incredible rumours that our boy Mr. Usyk is thinking of coming back down to cruiserweight.
Yeah, he's just looked at it and thought, other than Opataya, there's nobody else in here. Bradis is stopping. I can beat him. Well, I've already beat Bradis. So, yeah.
What about that?
Maybe. Well, I'm not sure there's anything left in heavyweight for him, really, is there? There did a few more interesting fights. Well, Opataya would obviously be the really interesting fight.
I think he moves up to heavyweight soon anyway, Opataya.
I think Opataya would probably swap. Yeah.
I don't know.
The Usyk fight, yeah, epic, isn't it? To beat the man who is the man, both the divisions is.
I think Opataya. I think in a perfect world, the winner of Chris Billam-Smith, Richard Riakporhe, fights Opataya.
And Opataya gets the belt.
Yeah.
I'd be of the same opinion. I don't think either of them beat Opataya.
No.
I don't think either of them beat Bradis, and obviously Bradis has been beat by Opataya twice.
No, I
close
really,
fights,
really don't
good
think
fights,
they do.
but yeah. And then
I think
obviously there's Gilberto Ramirez, and I don't think either of them beat him either.
And Opataya's a bit of a Saudi favourite, isn't he, as well?
He's a bit of our favourite as well. We're fans of his.
So maybe, the fight against the winner of Riakporhe, Billam-Smith, does happen if...
I think that'd be on one of the... I don't know if it'd be a big
Mr.
showcase fight, but I
and
think that'd be like a joint fight or a second fight on one of these big cards.
Yeah, it's an undercard fight.
It's a unification fight, which is
huge.
Cool. And then that opens it up for whoever else they want to go after. But who are the actual belt holders? I don't think all the belts have been taken in it. There's Noel Mikhailian and Badu Jack as WBC.
Badu Jack, yeah, he was super middleweight, wasn't he? At one point?
And then Gilberto Ramirez is the WBA. Chris Billam-Smith is the WBA. IBF is
Badu Jack. Or am I
Badu
wrong?
Jack is like really old now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got to be about 90 in boxing years. Or did he beat? Or did he beat George Groves?
But I think that might be like.
He beat Lunga Makabu. James DeGale drew with James DeGrail.
It was A3 to McCallum.
And beat George Groves.
Yeah.
Beat Nathan Cleverly. He's got some names on there. Badu Jack, though.
Yeah. He's been a lot. But isn't he about 40 odd now or something? How old is he?
He's 30.
I'm sure he's been around for ages.
Doesn't actually give his name. His age, sorry. Saying he's retired on here.
Yeah, but that's what I'm thinking. He's like... He's been around a long time. Badu Jack.
Yeah.
Badmouth Jack.
Badmouth Jack.
That's so correct.
Alias the Ripper. What a name.
Yeah.
No, anyway, yeah. I see... I don't see... It sounds horrible. I don't see Richard Riakporhe and Chris Billam-Smith as elite cruiserweights.
Yeah.
I really don't. Is that bad to say?
No, it's what your opinion is. It's your opinion, isn't it?
I just don't see them. I don't see them as elite cruiserweight. Yeah, one of them's a world champion, but I wouldn't have them as an elite. Like you say, I think there's. I think any of the top 10 cruiserweights would really fancy the chances against them.
Yeah.
Really, really fancy the chances against them.
I can't see either of them doing anything to up a tire. I think that would just be like...
Oh, God, no. Not a chance.
Just a normal breakfast.
Yeah.
It's not even lunch.
Appetizer.
Yeah, it's appetizer, yeah.
But it's whether...
Ramirez would be, I think, either beats either of them. Opataya beats either of them. Mikhailian, I haven't seen. He's the WBC.
Yeah, I just don't think Boxer would allow him to fight these top fighters, though. Mr. Ben Shalom, I don't think he'll allow him to have these big fights. For some reason, he just doesn't seem to allow that to happen. But we'll see. But
Ring at Billam-Smith is number 2. Riakporhe is number 5. Opataya is number 1. Breedis is number 3. Ramirez is number 4. So they rate him a bit higher than what we do. WBO, obviously, he's the champion. Riakporhe is the number 1 contender.
Yeah.
But they don't have any of the other really big people in there. IBF, obviously, Opataya is the champion. He's the champion, and Breedis is there's no number 1 and number 2 rated. Number 3 rated is Breedis, number 4, what the hell?
They have weird, the IBF.
And they got number 4 is Opataya, even though he's been Breedis twice. WBC, you've got Mikhailian as the champion.
Yeah.
Then Riziki, Peralta. Yeah, they haven't got anybody else in it, really. It's only
like
Joe Smith Jr. recognises down.
Yeah,
like
it's not like the strongest division at the minute, is it?
And then WBA is Ramirez, Gilberto Ramirez. And again, there's nobody really
that stands out from the crowd.
Clark, our boy, coming up, and then you've got they're 7th. They've got Breedis, but they haven't even got Opataya in there.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I think I think they're there, but I think they're there because there's a lack of other really.
When's the
great
Wembley show? Is it in September? See, realistically, if Riakporhe or Chris Billam-Smith,
they can be in one of the shows, or definitely in for like the Riyadh season in Riyadh
against Opataya.
Yeah,
I just think that would be a good.
I mean, I think Opataya is the man in that division. I think he beats all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, Ramirez is good, but I think Opataya's got more. But I think either of them beat either of these.
Do you think this is going to be a boring fight, Riakporhe, Chris Billam-Smith?
I hope not.
Do you know what? Usually,
but I could see it. I could see it
sometimes
because they're feeling them out.
Yeah, sometimes British,
and they're close in level.
But sometimes we put up some classics, the British, don't we?
Yeah, I'm hoping it's still the classic nature.
Who are you going for?
Riakporhe. Now the only thing is, am I going for?
You're going for points, aren't you?
I'm going to go for the knockout for Riakporhe. I'm have to call it. You've done this many. I need to pick one. Let me just see what rounds he's got to in his last 8. The second round, 4th round, 2nd round, 8th round, 5th round. Right, let's see. Riakporhe KO in round 6.
KO round 6?
Yeah, I'm going to go for the early one. I'm hoping for it's more of a fight.
Okay. 6th round KO, eh?
Yeah. Don't think it's realistic, but yeah, I'm just going to go for it because you've got your.
No, do you know what?
Win. I need to have one as well.
We do put up some of the domestic clashes. Yeah, some of the domestic clashes. They always, most of the time,
I'm hoping it's a really good fight. Fireworks and then Riakporhe just
they deliver, don't they?
Yeah.
We have great fights. I think this could be another one. I think it will be.
I think they're close enough that if they don't be cagey, but I don't think either of them are that good that they can be cagey. I think they have to go for it. I don't think either of them got the skill to be that cagey.
The thing is Chris Billam-Smith,
and none of their fights normally are.
He's not going to want this to go to the judges. And as a world champion, but then Riakporhe, you've got to take that belt off.
Yeah, he's got to make it. Yeah. I don't think they can make it close. I think Billam-Smith has to show that he is he's earned that title and he can avenge it. And then it's a huge thing for him. And I think Riakporhe's got to take it off him, which means he's got to be clearly the winner. I don't think you want a close thing. Close. I don't think benefits either of them.
I think Riakporhe wins in the 10th.
Okay.
But
KO or makes him retire?
KO.
Yeah. Okay.
But bit like me little inner way thought. Don't be surprised if something mad happened in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Okay. You heard it from me first. It's exclusive.
Yeah, write that down as well, so we've got it there.
Something might happen in the first 2 rounds that will shock us.
I think they'll be a little bit cagey coming out because obviously if you met normally in a rematch, you get that little bit. But yeah, it'd be great to see if it is something.
And then please, Ben Shalom, let one of them fight Opataya.
They're going to get beat, but let them fight it. I mean, just so,
Please.
Because if they win, it's epic.
Or,
don't think they're going to win, but...
Or we'll send Bradis to get you.
Mm-hmm. Even against Bradis, but like it's a dangerous fight for them, innit? I think Opataya would be the step up whoever wins in this, but yeah, I think...
I bet, and I would say this, Opataya will never want to fight Bradis again. He's hoping Bradis doesn't get a world title because he just makes. Yeah, he wins, but it's a hard night's work for him.
It's not easy money, is it? Even if you get him paid well, if he gives him enough.
It's not nice for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, good domestic clash.
World title fight.
World title fight.
And they're both highly rated in the cruiserweight division, though. But yeah. Yeah, if I was Usyk, you're going to come who you come. Yeah, it's only Opataya, really. You beat Opataya. How epic would that be? You win undisputed at cruiserweight. You go to undisputed at heavyweight. You come back and win undisputed at cruiserweight. And then just ride out to the sunset.
See you later, Rama.
I am the greatest of all time. Man, if anybody could do it, Usyk could do it. But yeah, I think in this, our man Opataya is the man, and Ramirez is probably number 2 on that list. So this would be good fight, but I think they're both a level below those guys, or 2 below Opataya, and even Bradis I think is more. McAljan I haven't seen, so we need to look up. But yeah, and then there's a few others maybe up and coming. We've got
who is Richard Riakporhe's promoter, boxer. Just quickly, sorry.
And what are you looking up? His promoter?
Boxer. That's a shame. I was hoping it wasn't with boxer.
But anyway, we worry about that.
Yeah.
This fight we've got to worry about, isn't it? So yeah, you were sticking to those?
Stick with that.
Yeah, I'm sticking with mine. That's good. Yeah, so let us know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and all the usual.
It's Sellers Park as well, isn't it?
It's Sellers Park.
Outside.
Yeah.
Wow. Big fight then.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think British fans always do make a bit of noise, and they do sort of support the fighters, and both one's from Bournemouth, isn't he, and one's from Walworth, I think. So yeah, it should be big, should be good. Well, it's a world title fight, so it should be big.
Promoted,
and they're both in the top 5,
I've just got to read this to you very quickly.
Go on.
Promoter Ben Shalom has expressed an interest in getting undisputed heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk to face a winner of WBA cruiserweight title fight between Chris Billam-Smith and Richard Riakporhe. Yeah, okay.
I can see why they would want to fight him, but if I was Alexander Usyk, why would I want to face either of them?
Well, no, actually, why wouldn't you?
Well,
I want to do one about title cruiserweight. Yeah, go on then.
How much money? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
No, that's forget about Usyk. You should be looking at Opataya.
Yeah. Well, the fight you would expect that Ramirez and Opataya could unify, and then it's the fight between them. I think Opataya wins. Boom. I think Opataya, like you said, the only one he just wins one of the belts.
Yeah, we'll see.
This is a really good
Yeah,
fight.
he
I
is.
mean, I think Breedis beats most of them. Breedis Ramirez would probably be a really interesting fight. Although Ramirez has got a bit of skill. But yeah, Opatai is the man in that division, and it would be interesting to see.
Yeah, let's find out. Let's enjoy.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully it's a good fight, and then they can
15th of June, lots of fights
go. Lots
happening.
of fight on 15 June. Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah, and then let us know what you think, and then watch our review of the fights after they happen, isn't it? And then we'll jump on to the next. And I think then the next big date is the 29th, so we'll do we'll do the previews for them. Actually, what is coming up? Let me just do the schedule.
There's lots coming up. Lots and lots and lots.
Yeah, I think if I have my dates correct here, let me do... I mean, there's lots coming up anyway, but let's see. It's the 22nd. I don't think... There's fights, obviously, all the time, but... there's World Featherweight, Espinoza Sanchez on the 21st. Then... Denny and Cash Crook.
You've got Bam Bam, haven't you?
I think Bam Bam's on the 29th, isn't it? Yeah. Estrada and Rodriguez. Bam Bam. For the super flyweight on the 29th, which is...
Yeah.
And you've got Sonny Edwards, one of our fave guys, fighting another Mexican, Curiel, on that card. And then you've got Lopez, Tiafimo and Claggett. Yeah, that'd be good for the junior welterweight, super lightweight. That would be an interesting fight because Claggett's reasonably high up and Lopez is obviously the champion at WBO. And he's the ring champion, well-rated number one.
Just quickly, on the card of...
So I think we'd be doing two.
Riakporhe, Chris Billam-Smith is... And if you haven't seen him, watch him. I think you've seen him, but you need to watch him. Is Ben Whittaker.
Yeah.
Because
we need to get him on this because he is entertaining.
This guy's either going to be an absolute superstar or get embarrassed one day.
Yeah.
But seriously, watch the guy. He's crazy, the stuff he does in the ring.
He's entertaining.
So
yeah, I hope he does
Yeah.
become a superstar.
But
I've seen
some of his moves are...
Yeah, we've talked about him a little bit.
Wow.
And said,
so he's fighting on that card, so that it's well worth a
even
watch.
more reason to watch it.
There you go.
Yeah, so we'll do that. And then, I think it's Bam Bam time. And we'll do TO time. Bam Bam and TO. And then and there's a few good under fighting it. Sonny Edwards on the Bam Bam card. And then we get Shakur on 6th of July.
Boom, boom.
So we will find out more in that lightweight, super lightweight categories.
Brilliant.
So we hope you enjoyed. So like, subscribe, usual, comment, tell us what
Ring the bell.
Thinking. And we will see you in the next ones. Probably the review of all these fights.
Yeah, next week.
See you there. Yeah.
Thanks a
Take
lot.
care. Bye-bye.